So you're here because you want to improve your profits in your business. You want more ROI, you want more lifetime value of customers. You want your leads, your marketing, your advertising, your sales, every part of your business to perform more efficiently and increase your profit. Now, I'm going to go over a few simple things that I found to be extremely effective through the consulting I've done, through being a super affiliate, through working with Frank Kern, Joel Terry, many other huge leaders in the industry. And I want you to pay very close attention and actually implement them, because a lot of the times people go through and say, hey, here's the top tips that you can use, and you kind of hear them, you kind of go, that sounds okay, it sounds all right, I'm not really sure if that's really what I want to do. What I'm going through right now is not what you usually hear. Again, the vast majority of advice, people out there, leaders, entrepreneurs, gurus, and people you're listening to on YouTube, on Google, on Facebook, wherever you're listening from, they don't usually know what they're talking about, genuinely. And even when you listen to me and listen to my videos, anything I'm saying, make sure that as you listen, think about and think for yourself to see if it actually makes sense, if it actually sounds like sound, good, solid advice, because most people are very generic, most people are not very specific, most people don't give actual examples of what to do, most people just really don't know what they're doing, they haven't done it long enough. They actually aren't what they say they are, and they're just not a good person to listen from. So number one, the first thing you need to do to increase your profits in your business, whether it's offline, online, you name it, the first thing you need to do is be very careful with who you listen to. Whether it's some really huge person in the industry who you see as being super successful, or someone who's smaller who you follow, who's an influence for you. Be very careful on who you follow in business, because you can be very easily led astray to ideas, methodologies, strategies, and things that aren't actually productive, that aren't actually good, and that actually won't produce the profit you want in your business. So number one, be very, very careful and very selective in who you choose to follow. If anyone seems kind of scammy, if anyone seems kind of not very genuine, if anyone seems off-put, it's probably because you're picking up on the fact that that's how they actually are. So be very careful in who you're listening to. Number two, if you want to increase profits in business, no matter what industry you're in, no matter what niche you're in, no matter what kind of economy you're in, the first thing you need to do is learn how to raise your prices. And you want to do this very carefully so you don't piss off the vast majority of your customers, or new customers or old customers coming in. You need to learn though how to raise your prices, because in any marketplace, unless you're the cheapest option or you're basically among the most expensive options, being anywhere in the middle is no benefit to you. If you're the third cheapest option, who's going to buy from you? What extra value do you have that separates you from the rest of your marketplace? The cheapest person, if I have the third cheapest and the first cheapest, I'm probably going to go with the first, maybe the second. If I'm looking at a really premium, high quality service or product, I want to go with the best of the best, or the second best, maybe the second best. So you have to be very careful. What you want to do is actually make sure you do raise your prices. One, because you don't want to be at the bottom of the cheap scale, where people actually devalue your product and services. And that's a huge point of it, is the more you charge, the more people actually value your product and service, and the more it actually allows you to haggle and lower your pricing back to your original price. So for example, if you're doing, you have an agency, you're running the agency that offers advertising services. I know how to do ads on Facebook, so I'm going to run ads for people, and I charge $5,000 a month or $3,000. Let's do $3,000 a month. And I want to start making more money. It's a bad economy, or more down economy, and I need to make my profits so I can keep scaling and growing my business regardless of what's going on. And I want to scale, and increase what I charge to $5,000 a month. How do I do that? One, just do it. Two, you start off with a higher price no matter what, so you can walk down to your lower preferred price maybe, or the customer's lower preferred price. So if I say, I'm talking on the phone with someone, we're closing out the conversation, and they go, they ask how much is my product or service, and I say, for Facebook ads I charge usually, around $5,000 a month. Would that be okay with you? And they go, I'm not sure, it seems like a little much. And if you, don't have the skills, don't know really how to handle those rebuttals, you can say, what, for you, I really like you, I like you as a client, what I would like to do is actually charge you then only $4,000. I can take off $1,000 because it's our first time working together. I will take off 20%. Is that something you could do? Could you do with $4,000 instead? And then you still are charging more than you originally charged, which is phenomenal. So one, raise your prices. Don't be scared. It, along with using that methodology and strategy I just used. Two, what it does is the more expensive your product is, the more people value it. The more value they assume it's worth. So you want to always be higher priced, because then your products and services are assumed to be higher worth and more sought after, and people really will talk about them more and want them more because they are so valuable, quote unquote. So that's one way to raise your price very effectively and improve profits. Another thing you can do to improve profits is follow up more. Follow up both more consistently on a daily or every other day basis, and from a variety of ways and sources. So use social proof, use storytelling, use testimonials, use a variety of different methods to actually communicate with your leads, with the people on your list and the people in your audience, so they relate with you from multiple different perspectives. Sometimes people don't buy. You give them a story, you give them a story, you give them a story. That's not what really inspires them. You give them some social proof they can believe in. You give them some testimonials. You give them some other things too. Tell them more about the company and what you really stand for. That might convert them. The vast majority, this is a secret, the vast majority of businesses and companies, entrepreneurs and affiliates online have a single sales page. A single sales page. I should not give this out for free. I hope this doesn't go viral. The vast majority of them use one sales page, maybe two max. The secret to increasing conversions is using more than one sales page that comes from a different perspective. Because in your audience, again, like I just said, there are different kinds of people, and you want to relate to those different kinds of people. Some people are more factual, some people are more feeling, some people are more intuitive, some people have different things they look for. And if you can relate to them with multiple different sales pages, say for example, I'm selling water bottles, premium igloo water bottles. I just made that up. I want to sell them as much as possible. I want to raise my prices, be more profitable, get more people to buy, all those different things. What I want to do to raise conversions and do all those things is actually have 4 or 5 different sales pages. One, telling a story about the product, how it was created. 2, one talking about the benefits, what the product does, why it's better than others in the marketplace. And 3, one with testimonials, one with results, one with more social proof. Because then I have multiple different perspectives to relate to different kinds of people in multiple different ways. So follow up with a variety of different sales pages, perspectives, videos, content, name it. I want to make sure you're following the right people. I want to make sure you're raising your prices. If really, 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 really want to increase your profits, you need to get more customers per lead and prospect you're paying for. So how you do that is also by improving your offer. Because by improving your offer, you increase the likelihood of someone buying from you versus anyone else in the marketplace. Which, if you can raise that and make sure you're the first best offer in the marketplace, people will buy from you and only you. Here's why. You have 2 consultants. I use this example all the time. Consultant A offers you this. Hi, my name is John, and I want to help you raise your profits, and through my consulting, I'll show you exactly how to do that. Want to work with me? Consultant B, or 2, is, hi, my name is John, and I want to show you how to raise your profits and make way more money. And I guarantee you, in the first 30 days, you will make more ROI than I charge, or I will work for free until you do. Which offer, and this is off the top of my head, which offer are you going to buy from? Obviously, the guarantee in the 30 days, you're going to buy from that one every single time. Every single time. So make sure, really make sure you have the best offer possible. Whether you're using guarantees, you're using warranties, you want to use different words and different things to increase the value of your product, the conception of the value of your product, and increase the scarcity, decrease the cost or pain someone must use to get it, decrease the pain of what happens if it doesn't work, increase the urgency. So, by making sure, by eliminating risk, by offering a guarantee, you eliminate risk, the money risk of buying a product or service. By offering a warranty, you offer, elimination of the risk of what happens if the product or service doesn't work, or breaks, or something happens. So you want to offer and have the best offer better than your competition, because if someone's looking at two different companies and one offers way more, or one guarantees results in X days, or your money back, or any of these things, then you will definitely, or the consumer will definitely go with the better offer 1,000 times out of 1,000, or at least the vast majority of the time. And that's why some companies grow, is because they have the best offer in the marketplace and everyone starts going to them. Because, well, why wouldn't they? You get a guarantee and you don't. Who am I going to go to? So those are some things you can do to improve and increase profits in your business, online or offline, right now. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in another video. I almost messed that up. Another video very soon.